Hi, my name is Jade Sullivan. I am at the Sullivan's London on Instagram. Donna's going to ask me a few questions about my yoga journey.
Hey Jade.
Hi.
We're out here having coffee, shooting the breeze, but I know you practice yoga, but tell us a little bit how you started yoga.
So I can't remember doing yoga as a child, consciously. Obviously we all do yoga, probably subconsciously. I can remember when I worked at EMI Music Publishing in my early 20s, one of the ladies there had organised a group yoga session after work. So I started doing yoga then, and then got really into it, and then continued my hot yoga journey in Carnaby Street, I think. Maybe not, I can't remember. If I'm so old, I can't remember all my yoga places. But I really enjoy hot yoga. Hot yoga to me takes me in my mind. When I close my eyes, I'm in the Caribbean. It's warm. To me, that's where traditionally yoga was done. When I went on my honeymoon, I did yoga in Bali in the tropical, and yeah, it's just escapism to me. It's a way to get away. I do my hot yoga definitely once a week. If I can do more, I will, but it's my escapism from my twins +1 plus husband, my time to do some exercise, feel good about myself, and I do it for my mind, body and soul, to breathe.
And what does yoga mean for you?
To me, it's about meditation, it's about stillness of my mind, it's about focus, it's about stretching my body, it's about an escapism to myself, it's about time to myself, and to get away from all of the world and all the, dare I say, bullshit going on outside, and a chance to be still, to stretch my limbs, and to, for my mind, body and soul. I just feel better once I've done it. There's never been a class, like you might be like, oh, I can't bother, it's too cold outside, I can't be bothered to go, I don't want to go, oh my God, no. But once you get there, once you come out, there's a euphoric feeling of having that hour to yourself and breathing and just focusing, because especially in hot yoga, you're so focused on the movements, it's harder for your mind to wander, and my mind is quite busy and I'm always doing something, so just to slow down, even if it's just for an hour or a few minutes even, just to sit and just meditate and be calm and still and stretch, can't be bad.
Yeah. And that your euphoric feeling that you described, we sometimes call it a yoga high or yoga stoned.
So, and what's the last pose? Oh my God, I'm having senior moments again. I'm just here for the Savasana. Basically, at the end of every class, you always have a Savasana, which is basically laying on your back, closing your eyes, and sometimes you can get the most euphoric, buzzy, out of this world feeling. Is it kind of, I don't know if it's sexual, I don't think it's sexual, but it's kind of like, it's just a great feeling. It's just like you've disappeared into some kind of dream state is the only way I can describe. If you haven't tried a Savasana, it's about time you did, babe. Orgasmic. Selling yoga through sex.
Stop it, Jade.
Kama Sutra.
Okay. But how has yoga helped you in your everyday life? How have you taken yoga off your mat into your everyday life?
I'd love to say it makes me really calm with my children and my husband, but that'd be a lie. I feel that it just gives me time to process things. So even though I'm not processing it in the class, I mean, the essence of yoga is to kind of peace, goodwill, Buddhism, Buddhism, whatever, goodwill to all men, and just to be calm and take time. You don't have to respond to everything. All of these kind of motivational things that we say, by taking time for ourselves, because as my dad would say, you're born alone, you die alone. You've only got yourself as this vessel, and we're only in this vessel for some time. So to get peace in this, really, especially living in London, I feel like, and we're not surrounded by nature, and I live in the centre of London, I feel just to connect with myself and my imagination and my heart, and just to calm. And I've got bipolar as well, so I feel like just to calm I really feel it kind of wades away from depression or racial weathering, or it doesn't, it doesn't make those things disappear, like, no, but it gives me a tool in my toolbox to deal with that, to deal with life, to deal with business, to deal with all the things I've got to do. It's just a sense of calm and inner strength, warrior pose, whatever, or even just sitting or laying or whatever it is, just to calm and just to be still and just to have imagination and all of these things. It can't be a bad thing.
And Jade, before we end this interview, why would you recommend yoga to other women or individuals per se?
I would recommend yoga to anyone. I mean, even for example, my husband, I'd been doing yoga for 5, 6, 7, 10 years before we went on this honeymoon, and then we ended up doing yoga in Bali by an ancient stream in the ancient rainforest by this lady from Kensington. But he was doing yoga great. He was actually better than me. I was just so I think anybody can do yoga, because actually naturally, physiologically, is that a word? Our bodies are supposed to stretch, our bodies are supposed to move, especially if we don't learn anything from this whole COVID experience, is that we need to look after our body, mind and soul, and all of the stress and fear that's pumped in the media, in every cell of our body. I feel that when we go within ourselves, that's where the strength lies, to ward off any illnesses, to give us a sense of peace. And also, once you start living well and exercising for your mind, body and soul, you start to eat better, you start to think better, you start to manage your life better in a more strategic way, knowing that you don't have to react to everything. Still learning, it's a learning curve, but let us pray and kind of take Namaste with us at all times.
Thank you, Jade. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.